Welcome to today's demonstration on creating a new beneficiary's profile within the ConnectureDRX system via the RetireFlo survey. First, we'll want to log in and then navigate to the drop-down where it says New Profile and select New Beneficiary via RetireFlo. Next, you'll see a modal that will populate, showing the required fields of information to send out that survey to the beneficiary. Go ahead and provide an email address as well. For today's example, we're going to walk through the survey via email. At the bottom of the modal, you'll also see an introductory text. This pre-populates, but you can also add some additional text here as well. So we'll go ahead and say Send Survey. And now we can see within the ConnectureDRX platform that new beneficiary was created. And we can also see that an action has taken place on the right-hand side under that header of RetireFlo, that the new intake survey was sent to the beneficiary via that date and timestamp. Navigating to the beneficiary's perspective, we can see that email has come into the inbox, as well as our agent's contact name in the subject line, and that they've sent a secure Medicare survey. From that beneficiary's perspective, we'll go ahead and select Complete Survey and begin the survey. So now we can begin to fill out the survey, first and last name. Then we'll say OK. Now we can get started. Next, we'll be prompted to provide our email as part of that confirmation of the survey. And now we can go ahead and provide an address. Select OK. And now we can also add a phone number. Again, that is optional in the survey. And a modal will remind that beneficiary if there's anything left to still complete in that survey. Now we can designate specific pharmacies, or in this case, a preferred pharmacy, and we can search based on the address of the zip code provided at the beginning of the survey. So let's go ahead and search for some pharmacies. Let's select this one. You can also add multiple pharmacies, which I'll show in the search again. So we'll search for another one based on that zip code in the area. We'll go with this CVS. And then we can go ahead and check box OK and go to the next question. Now we can add those prescriptions. Begin typing that prescription name, and then the beneficiary can add that specific type, the quantity, dosage, and frequency. Now we can add additional prescriptions. Go ahead and add methotrexate. And again, select that dosage, quantity, and frequency. We'll select OK as confirmation. You'll also see a modal of confirmation for those prescriptions. So the beneficiary will be prompted on the prescriptions page to review or edit that specific drug list, or they can select all of my information is correct and proceed through the survey. Next, we'll be providing information as the beneficiary of our doctors and hospitals. So we can select a specific primary care physician. Now we'll go ahead and select that primary care physician and add a specialist. Now that we've added a specialist, we can go ahead and continue on through the survey. You can also add a preferred hospital as well as medical facility as well. Or you can select I don't have a preferred hospital or facility. Next, we can see the beginning of that confirmation. This is part of that transition to the scope of appointment. And now we can see that confirmation form. This is where the beneficiary will initial what products of interest they would like to discuss with their agent for that scope. So we'll go ahead and initial here and there, and then select our signature option below. Then the beneficiary selects Sign and Complete. And what you'll see here is a confirmation page of that signature. So now the beneficiary receives a message about the next steps and that the agent will be in contact soon. Let's navigate back to our ConnectureDRX platform and see just what the agent sees tied to that beneficiary's profile. So we can already start to see that additional information from their address was added into the system. You can also see on the right-hand side actions have taken place under the RetireFlo header to show that that update of the intake form was completed by that beneficiary with the date and timestamp. And the additional information we saw earlier collected from the survey from the beneficiary, like providers as well as prescriptions, we can see that populated within the ConnectureDRX platform when we navigate to those pages. As you can see, that primary care provider was added alongside the specialist below. If we navigate to the prescriptions page, we'll also see that those prescriptions were also added into the ConnectureDRX platform, along with their dosing, quantity, as well as frequency. Last but not least, we can also see the pharmacies that were selected by that beneficiary earlier from the survey intake form. So we can see the CVS and the Walgreens that were selected earlier. And that concludes our demonstration on how to create a new beneficiary's profile on the ConnectureDRX platform via the RetireFlo intake survey. Thanks for watching.